Hi everybody, welcome back. I'm Ashley and this is Martin Midlife Misadventures, and today we're going to flour it up. That's right. Sorry I missed last week. I did not bake because we were so busy. But this week I'm baking, and today I'm going to make 2 loaves of white bread. It's one recipe, but it produces 2 loaves, and you can cut this recipe completely in half to get 1 loaf if that's what you wish to do, but it freezes well. As soon as it comes out of the oven, you brush it with butter, and then if you let it cool completely and wrap it really good and put it in your freezer, it's going to last for a good long time for you. Anyway, let's make some white bread loaves. All right, friends, for our double batch of white bread, we are going to need this. Roughly 5 to 5.5 cups of all-purpose flour, 4 tablespoons of sugar, 1 to 1.5 teaspoons of salt. I really highly recommend you stay on the higher end of this. It makes a difference in the bread. We're going to need 2 to 3 tablespoons of oil. I'm going to use 1 large tablespoon of instant yeast. You could also use just 1 packet. And I have 2 cups of warm water. That is it. Let me get my mixing bowl, and I'm going to start by putting the flour inside of it. All right, friends, here's my bowl. I'm starting with 4 cups of flour. To that, I'm adding my 1.5 teaspoons of salt. And I'm going to add my big old tablespoon of yeast, as well as my 4 tablespoons. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we have all our dry ingredients, but we still have a cup to a cup and a half of flour to work with if we wish. To the center of this well, I'm going to add my warm. It's warm to the touch, just like a baby bottle. Do not go over 110 degrees on this, okay? So we're going to add that right into the center. I'm going to let that sit just for a second. Let's mix this up, and we're going to get, it's going to be pretty wet, so we're going to definitely need that other flour because we still have some oil to add. And I want to add that this dough is a little softer than most doughs when it comes out. Oh, this looks good. Let's add our entire other cup of flour. We're definitely going to need it. Mix this all in. It's so nice when you can do a lot of the mixing with your spatula to begin with. Just gonna get it all worked in there. Looks good. Let's get our oil. One. I am going to use all 3. 2, 3 tablespoons of oil. You could use olive oil for this. However, it'll come out tasting more like a French bread. And if that's what you're okay with, then definitely do this. I'm looking more for like a white sandwich bread with this. And we're going to get all this oil incorporated by hand. I do think we need that last half cup of flour. So we're doing 5.5 cups total. I've done it before and just needed exactly the 5. But like I said, we're dealing with a little extra humidity today. The 5.5 is going to be what I need. Yeah, this looks fantastic. Okay, see how it's starting to get a little sticky again because the dough has taken on the rest of that flour. Let me get this flour off my hands. I'm going to do a couple turns here. We're going to add a little bit of oil on top of this. little drop. I'm just kind of picking it up because I'm going to turn it over. There we go. See what I mean about it being a little bit more wet to the touch? That's okay. We will use more flour later if we feel it necessary, but more than likely it will not be necessary. All right, we need to cover this wet dough just with some plastic wrap or even a tea towel. I have a lid that fits this, and we are looking to double this in size. Should take about an hour. All right, this is the moment of truth. Look at that. It is a big bowl full. Now, since I'm making 2 loaves, I don't have a lot of workspace. If you have a big counter, just plop this on your counter. Make sure you put a little flour down first. But I'm just going to try to cut this as in half as I can get it. We're going to get a little flour on our board and get half of this out. It's really a jiggly dough. All right, now that we have our dough, we're going to put a little bit of flour. Because we do not want this sticking. But we're just going to spread it out. Can you see? I'm just spreading it out. It's very, very soft. And now we're going to roll it up. Just roll it up. If it sticks a little, just use your fingers and get it off. See how we have like a little log here? I like to tuck the sides under. I have 1 pan here. See that? All right, I'm going to do the other one. All right, we're going to line these up. I'm going to throw a little tea towel over them, and I'm going to let this rise for about 30 minutes. About 20 minutes in, I'm going to go ahead and preheat that oven to 350 degrees. All right, our bread is ready. Our oven is ready. Into the oven, 350 degrees. This is going to take between 30 and 35 minutes. I've even had it take 40, but we have a warm day. I'm thinking about 35 minutes. I'll show you when it's done. Would you look at this? We're looking at exactly 35 minutes on this, and it is done. It looks fantastic. Oh my goodness. Let's get this other one out. Would you look at this? Now what I do, I'm going to dust off a little of the extra flour there because we're going to dust this with some butter. And I don't melt my butter, I just keep it soft and get some on the brush, and it melts as you put it on. Look at that. Now this butter is necessary if you want to keep this bread soft. Otherwise, the outside of the shell will get very hard. And I don't necessarily like that for sandwich bread. I really like a nice soft bread. So here, ooh, that's hot. See how it looks before the butter and after? I'll do the other one. I'm going to let this rest just for like 2 minutes. And we will pop one out and see if we can get Amy to take a taste test. I'm sure she wants a nice hot piece of bread with some butter on it. It is time. I pulled this one out. We're going to keep this one because it's uglier than this one. We're going to give this one to our neighbors. I always give the prettier one to the neighbors. But anyway, I want you to see how soft. It's very, very soft, and it's very hot. And Amy said yes, she would like a nice hot piece of bread. Okay, I've cut some pieces. I want you to see how incredibly soft. Do you see this? Oh, this is the absolute perfect sandwich bread. Amy wants a piece because it's really hot. She wants a piece with some butter on it. butter this very nicely.
Mm.
She's already digging in. Sorry, guys. I thought I was recording.
Oh, that is so good.
Is it?
Mm-hmm.
Is there anything better than fresh hot bread with butter, though?
I can't think of anything. But I'm sure the next time you cook, I'll say that's the best thing ever. Mm-hmm. Mm.
Good stuff, huh?
Yes.
All right, friends, I really hope you're going to give this recipe a try. It's solid, it's fast, it's good, it's not a lot of kneading, and it is a great white bread for sandwich making, French toast making, name it. It's just good. All right, everybody, keep practicing. Keep trying to make things from scratch as much as you can, and not just bread. Anything that you love, get on the internet. See if there is a knockoff recipe for it so you can make it healthier. And all you creators out there, if you want to make a flour it up video, just tag us in the video and put the hashtag flour it up, and we'll be happy to add your flour it up video to our playlist, because we truly are trying to inspire people and get everyone we can to learn how to cook and bake from scratch and make healthy products, because these things we're buying in the store, guys, these pre-made things, I'm sorry, they just are not healthy. All right, everybody, we hope you love this bread, and we are going to be talking to you really, really soon. God bless you.